Welcome to another episode of Legends, Lore, and Lies. I'm your guide through the shadowy realms of myth, mystery, and the inexplicable. Tonight, we delve into the heart of Texas, to a place where legend and reality blur, where a creature both fascinating and fearsome roams. This is the tale of the Lake Worth Monster. Picture this. It's the sweltering summer of 1969. The world is buzzing with the news of the moon landing, but in Fort Worth, Texas, another story is unfolding. One that's a little closer to home, or should I say, a little closer to the lake. Our story begins at Lake Worth, a tranquil body of water that's about to become the epicenter of a mystery that still endures over half a century later. It was a night like any other at Lake Worth, until a group of unsuspecting locals saw something they couldn't explain. A creature described as part man, part goat, with scales and long clawed fingers, stood atop a cliff, gazing into the darkness. Standing at a formidable 7 feet tall, this being was not just a fleeting shadow. No, it was all too real for those who saw it. The news spread like wildfire. Reports poured in. A creature leaping onto cars, a mysterious figure throwing a tire with impossible strength, a ghastly figure walking through all the tall grass. The monster, as elusive as it was terrifying, captured the imagination and fear of the people. But was it just a figment of collective hysteria, a prank gone too far, or something else entirely? This creature, known as the Lake Worth Monster, or Goat Man, has since become a legend. But every legend has its roots in reality. What truth lies behind these chilling encounters? That's what we're here to uncover. So join me as we step into the world of the unknown, tracing the footsteps of this mythical being and the tales it inspired. From the heart-pounding encounters of the past to the lingering mysteries of the present, we'll explore every angle of this mysterious creature. First, let's dive into the origins of this cryptic creature, its first sighting, and the wave of hysteria it sparked. The summer of '69 was just beginning. This is more than a tale of a monster. It's a story of human fascination with the unknown. Listen along as we unravel the legend of the Lake Worth Monster. Lake Worth was a serene lake, a popular spot for Fort Worth locals. Then out of nowhere, on a warm July night, chaos erupts. Witnesses report a massive creature, half man, half goat, with a towering presence of over 7 feet tall. Its eyes glinting in the darkness as it surveyed the terrain from atop of a cliff. This wasn't just another tall tale. It was the beginning of a legend. The very next day, the plot thickens. A man's car becomes a stage for a terrifying encounter. The creature, described as covered in both fur and scales, leaps onto the hood of his vehicle. Imagine the horror. A peaceful night drive turning the scene from a nightmare. The accounts were varied, but the fear was unanimous. Some said the monster had long clawed fingers. Others claimed it was more beast than man. The Lake Worth community was abuzz with whispers and theories. Was this a prank, a misidentified animal, or something far more mysterious? The legend didn't stop there. Reports of the monster hurling a tire with immense force, of it ripping through the underbrush, and tales of its haunting, almost supernatural abilities. This creature wasn't just an animal. It was a phantom, a mystery wrapped in a mystery. And then there was the photo. A grainy image capturing a white, woolly figure emerged, sending ripples of intrigue and disbelief. Was this the proof everyone was waiting for, or just another piece of the puzzle? The reports were varied but consistently terrifying. One witness, Jim Stevens, described the creature as significantly taller than his own 6'4" frame. The descriptions paint a picture of a beast with the head of a goat and the body of a man, an image straight out of a nightmare. But not all believed in the monster's existence. Alan Plaster, who captured the famous photo of the alleged beast, later expressed doubts, speculating that what he saw might have been a hoax, a prank played on an unsuspecting local. Yet, the legend persisted, captivating the community and beyond. Reports of the creature throwing a tire 500 feet, of its lurking in the underbrush, continued to surface. Police and park rangers responded with no concrete evidence was found. The story of the Lake Worth Monster became more than just sightings. It became part of the local folklore, inspiring books and captivating the imagination of generations. To this day, the legend remains, a tantalizing mystery that blurs the line between reality and myth. Since its first sighting in 1969, the Lake Worth Monster has become more than a local legend. It's a cultural phenomenon, The mysterious being has inspired books, documentaries, and even TV shows, igniting the curiosity of many. From Monsters of Texas by Ken Gerard to Weird Texas by Wesley Treat, the Lake Worth monster has been a subject of intrigue and study. But the influence of this creature extends beyond literature. The Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge, a sprawling 3,000-acre area near Lake Worth, embraces this local legend. They host a Lake Worth Monster Bash every 4 years, celebrating the mystery and allure of our furry horned friend. Imagine a festival where tales of the Goat Man come alive, where people gather not in fear, but in fascination. It's a testament to how legends can bring communities together, transforming fear into curiosity. The legend of the Lake Worth monster has even captivated cryptozoologists and enthusiasts of the unexplained. Some, like Craig Woolheater, speculate that the creature might be an undiscovered bipedal primate species, adding a layer of scientific intrigue to the myth. As years have passed, the sightings of the Lake Worth monster may have dwindled, but its legacy endures. Children on field trips and summer camps at the Nature Center still whisper about the monster. And the legend continues to be passed down through the generations. In the world of folklore, the line between reality and myth is often blurred. The Lake Worth monster, whether a product of imagination, a misunderstood creature, or something else entirely, has left an indelible mark on the community and wider world of cryptids. The monster is a mysterious blend of man and goat. It has captivated imaginations for decades. But what could it really be? Some cryptozoologists like Craig Woolheater suggest it could be an undiscovered primate species, a creature walking on two legs yet uncatalogued by science. Others, however, lean towards more conventional explanations. The variation in eyewitness accounts has led to some scientists to speculate that the monster might be a misidentified animal. Could have been a large primate, like a gorilla or an orangutan, somehow wandering far from its natural habitat. Or perhaps a bear suffering from mange, causing its fur to fall out and the skin to appear scaly. There's also the possibility of mass hysteria or hallucinations, amplified by environmental factors around Lake Worth. Could the collective psyche of a community, stirred by fear and curiosity, have given birth to this legend? And then, there's the notion of a hoax. Over the years, some have come forward claiming the monster was nothing more than a well-orchestrated prank. A story to spook and thrill. Alan Plaster, the man behind the famous photograph, later expressed his belief that it might have been a prank. But despite these rational explanations, the legend persists. The Lake Worth monster remains a figure of intrigue, a symbol of unknown that lurks just beyond our understanding. Whether a creature of flesh and blood, a trick of the mind, or a tale spun in the heat of a Texan summer, the Lake Worth monster has left an indelible mark on the folklore of Texas. In the wake of the 1969 sightings, a local resident, Sally Ann Clark, was captivated by the stories swirling around the Lake Worth monster. Compelled by the mystery, she penned The Lake Worth Monster of Greer Island, Fort Worth, Texas, a book that would become a cornerstone of the legend. Clark's work was not just a recounting of the sightings, it was a chronicle of the times, capturing the community's mixed emotions of fear, fascination, and skepticism. Her book revealed eyewitness accounts, including the harrowing tale of a creature leaping onto a man's car, and the infamous photo that fueled the legend. But Clark's contribution went way beyond her book. She offered a reward for anyone who could prove the monster was a hoax. Years passed, but the reward remained unclaimed, leaving the mystery as murky as the waters of Lake Worth itself. The Lake Worth monster phenomenon wasn't just a fleeting craze. It became part of the local folklore, a story passed down through generations. The monster, real or not, was Fort Worth's answer to Bigfoot, a tantalizing mystery that continued to capture imaginations. From the initial sightings of a fearsome goat-like being to gripping accounts documented by Sally Ann Clark, the Lake Worth monster has been a source of intrigue and speculation. But despite the numerous theories from misidentified animals to elaborate hoaxes, the true nature of the beast remains a mystery, as elusive as the creature itself. As we conclude this episode of Legends, Lore, and Lies, we leave you with this thought. The world is full of mysteries, and the Lake Worth monster is but one of many. Whether a creature of flesh and blood or a figment of our collective imagination, it challenges us to keep questioning, to keep exploring the unknown. I want to thank you, my brave listeners, for joining me on this adventure. Your curiosity and passion for the unexplained make this podcast what it is, a journey into the heart of mystery and legend. And now I turn to you. Do you have a story to share? Have you encountered the unexplained? Or do you have a local legend that sends shivers down your spine? I invite you to share your tales and experiences. Reach out through our YouTube channel, our Discord server, or email. Your story could be featured in a future episode, adding another thread to our ever-growing tapestry of tales.